Hello students, myself Patel Pritesh and I welcome all of you to the digital platform of Nalanda Vidyalay in which we will continue the English 5th standard English poem number 2 Rain in Summer. Yes. So we will start the new session of poem number 2. We have already completed chapter number 1, chapter number 2, chapter number 3, then poem number 1 also, and now it is poem number 2, Rain in Summer. Before we go through this poem, let me recall the previous poem. Did you remember the title of the previous poem? Yes, please try to remember. Don't look at in the book. Yes, the title of the previous poem is what? Yes, On Wings of Sleep. On Wings of Sleep. Okay, it was very nice poem and we have to go in the imagination of the sleep. Yes, and we have to fly with our wings. Wings on dream. Wings on dream. So yes, the poet himself tried to fly everywhere across the river, buildings, rooftops, everywhere. And at last he didn't want to lose that world that is called, yes, dream world. Which world? Dream. Sapno ki dunya. Yes, but at last he has to wake up, and that dream has to be end. That was the previous poem. Then we will complete the third chapter. Did you remember the title of the third chapter of English? Yes. What was the title? The Wisdom in Carrots. Yes. In which we have seen the story of Nasruddin Hoja, or we can say Mullah Nasruddin. So that story was also very interesting and very funny because he is very, you can say, full of witty person. So there is a story about the king and he is also searching for the true wisdom. But at last he convinced that yes, true wisdom cannot be found, cannot be buy, but it can be learned and it can be earned. Through the experiences and knowledge. With constant learning. So that was the story of previous chapter. Now we will continue poem number 2 with the title Rain in Summer. Before we go through this poem, I want to ask some simple questions. Yes, very simple questions. Do you know how many seasons we experience in our country, in our India? Can you name them? Yes, they are basically 3. First one, winter, summer and monsoon. Winter, summer and monsoon. Now, which season do you experience right now in the month of May? Yes, summer. SUMMER, summer. Do you find anything difference between these 3 seasons? Can you find any difference between these 3 seasons? Yes, all the seasons are different. Why? Because of the geographical, our we can say position of the earth towards the sun. There is a basic main reason for that one. But apart from that, do these seasons affect us at any cost? Yes, obviously. They are very important and they are very important part of our life. Our environment, our climate is totally depend on these seasons. Our agriculture and our, we can say, health and other things are also depend on these seasons. So my another question is, do you like any season the most? We can say out of these 3 seasons, do you like any season the most? Yes, few says, sir, I like winter. Few says, sir, I like summer. And few will say, yes, sir, I like monsoon. Yes, these 3 seasons are very important. We can say for the cycle of our environment and we can say our water cycle also. Yes, this poem is all about not summer. You will be confused in the title that is rain in summer. No, this poem is not about summer. This poem is all about rain, the first rain of the monsoon. Remember, the first rain of the monsoon in which poet try to say that yes, after summer we have rain because of it is a scientific reason. हाँ, क्योंकि summer के बाद ही monsoon आता है. Okay, when we have a hot summer, okay, the formation of clouds will take place and those clouds will goes up and then it will convert into the rain droplets and it will come as a rain. So it will happen only after summer season. So here in the title, rain in summer means right now the poet experiences the hot summer. Okay, we can say in the ends of June or July, and then okay, he experienced the first rain of the monsoon season. So this poem is all about that rain, okay, of the monsoon season. How it's look like? You can say he described the whole rain, we can say the first rain in this poem. So rain in summer, that is. So I think you may like, many of you like rain, means we can say monsoon season. Many of you like summer season, many of you like winter season. But all these seasons are very important in our life, or we can say in our environmental cycle also. Yes, before go through this, I want to tell you about the author. Yes, author means the poet, we can say. That person who wrote this poem, the name of the poet is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, from birth from 1807 to 1882, was a very popular American poet. Many of his poems are simple and talk about things we encounter every day. So, which we can say H.W. Longfellow, okay, writes the poem in a simple and talks about very, we can say everyday life things, okay, natural things, but the things which we encounter every day, simple things. In this poem, Longfellow describes the rain, its sounds and movements. He welcomes the rain after the hot and dusty summer months. Yes, because the summer months are very hot and very, you can say, dusty. So after that summer months, okay, he welcomes the first rain of the monsoon season. So this whole poem is all about that rain, okay, the first rain of the monsoon season. Yes, before to start the poem, we have to understand few words. These are called new words, hard words, okay, difficult words that you have seen, I think, first time. So with the pronunciation, we will see the meanings of these words. So let's start those words. For the poem number 2, Rain in Summer, new words with meanings. Okay, you have to listen these words carefully and you have to remember its meaning and pronunciation. Broad. Broad means wide. Wide. Something that is wide, not narrow, wide. Okay, जिसे हम कहते हैं ना पहला होना. Okay, that is only. Second one is fiery. Second word is fiery. Very hot like fire. Very hot like fire. Okay, fiery. Very hot. Talking about summer only. Then third one, lane. Third one is lane. A narrow road. We can say the another name of road which is very narrow. Okay, like the roads we have in a street. Okay, this road are called lanes. Okay, छोटे जो हम कहते हैं ना, जिसे पतली सड़क कहते हैं, that is okay. Then next one is clatters. Next one is clatters. Makes a loud, harsh noise like things knocking against one another. Okay, it is one more time. Clatters means makes a loud and harsh noise like things knocking against one another, like two metals or two plastic or any two objects like knocking each other. Okay, and the sounds tuck tuck or whatever different kinds of sounds are produced, these are called clattering. Okay, clattering of different things. Here in the poem, this clatter word is used because of the raindrops, okay, clashes with the roof, or we can say rooftops. Okay, so that kind of noise, I think you have heard those noise, okay, dropping the raindrops on the roof. So this is called clatters. Then tramp of hooves. Tramp of hooves. The sound that horses' hooves make. Yes, I think you have seen the horses. When horses are running, they are making a kind of noise. Okay, takrak takrak जिसे हम कह सकते हैं. Okay, I cannot we can say produce those sound. So there is a metal part at the end of the foot. It is fixed. Okay, that parts are called hooves, and that we can say the noise of these hooves, they are called tramp of hooves. So when the horse is running, okay, they make that sound. Okay, the sound that horses hooves make because of the, we can say, impact of that hooves to the roads, or we can say the ground. Third one, gushis. Okay, gushis, yes, flows out suddenly and with great force. फ्लोज आउट सडनली एंड विथ अ ग्रेट फोर्स, जिसमें हम कह सकते हैं बहना. फ्लोज मतलब बहना, बहुत ही ग्रेट फोर्स, बहुत ही पावर से बहना. ओके, फ्लो होना, दैट इज कॉल्ड गुशिस. देन स्पाउट. व्हिच वन? स्पाउट. अ ट्यूब लाइक ओपनिंग थ्रू व्हिच लिक्विड कैन बी poured out. Yes, a tube like opening through which liquid can be poured out. Okay, a tube like, we can say, not tube but tube like. Okay, it's maybe the made up of plastic or metal. Okay, so it is a spout, a tube like opening in which we can, okay, pour the liquid out. हम उसमें से अंदर से हम कह सकते हैं liquid निकाल सकते हैं. Okay, that is called spout. Pour. Eighth one is pour. To flow steadily. Okay, when we pour a bucket, or we can say we pour any different types of glasses. Okay, so we flow the liquid in a steady way, in a steady way. Okay, so to flow steadily, we are talking about the liquid to flow steadily. Then muddy, M-U-D-D-Y, muddy, full or of covered in mud. Okay, full of, or we can say covered in mud, that is called muddy. Yes, the last one is gutter. Last one is gutter, G-U-T-T-E-R, gutter. An open pipe at the edge of a roof that collects and carries away rainwater. Another meaning of gutter is there also. Not only at the edge of roof, an open, we can say, kind of pipe or a narrow thing, okay, or narrow passage, which is also at the edge of the road also. So there are two meanings of gutter. So please students remember, one gutter that we have found, or we can say that the edge of the roof, जो रूफ के टॉप में जो बाजू में से जो हम कहते हैं ना कि वो पाइप जैसा कुछ निकलता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड गटर टू कैरी आउट द रेन वाटर. अनदर गटर दैट इज सेम मीनिंग, ओके, विच इज ऑल्सो एट द एज ऑफ द रोड. हम रोड के बाजू में जो ओपन नैरो पैसेज देखते हैं, जिसमें से हम कहते हैं कि पानी और लिक्विड और दूसरा वेस्ट जो फ्लो होता है, दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड गटर. So don't think that the gutter is the only this one. It has another meaning also, and this is also called gutter. Clear? And here we are talking about both one. Yes, in the poem we can see here the poet talks about gutter, that gutter of the both one. Okay, it is talking about here both gutters. So students, these are the new words, or we can say hard words, with their meanings and with the perfect pronunciation. Now it is the time to start the poem. Start it stanza wise. Okay, so please listen it carefully. So let's start it. How beautiful is the rain. Yes, I will start it again. How beautiful is the rain after the dust and heat. So here poet talks about the rain because it is the first rain of the monsoon, and after the dust and heat, so talking about the hot summer. Okay, so they are right now facing, or we can say experiencing, the hot summer, and now they are experiencing the first rain of the monsoon. In the broad and fiery street, in the narrow lane. In the broad and fiery street, in the narrow lane. Okay, so in the broad and fiery, very wide and very fiery, very hot street because of the summer. Okay, hot summer. In the narrow lane means very narrow road, lane means road. How beautiful is the rain. How beautiful is the rain. How it clatters along the roofs like the tramp of hoops. Yes, I will repeat. How it clatters along the roofs. So these droplets of rain, we can say they are, we can say making a noise with the, we can say contact with the roofs. Okay, if the roofs are made up of plastic or we can say metal, okay, they will make a kind of sounds. That sound is called clattering, as I told you. Tipa tip जिसे कहते हैं टिपा टिप बारिश होनी, this is called clattering sound. So how it clatters along the roofs like the tramp of hoops. So they are also making the sound like the tramp of hoops, means the sound which is produced by the, yes, horses, and that horse is what? Hooves, horses hooves. As I told you, जो हम कहते हैं कि खर जिसे कहते हैं ना, जो हम कहते हैं ना, जो हॉर्स मतलब घोड़े की पाँव के नीचे जो मेटल हम फिक्स करते हैं उससे जो आवाज आती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड ट्रैम्प ऑफ हूफ्स. वन मोर टाइम, हाउ इट क्लैटर्स अलोंग द रूफ लाइक द ट्रैम्प ऑफ हूफ्स. नेक्स्ट, हाउ इट gushes and struggles out from the throat of the overflowing spout. Again, how it gushes and struggles out from the throat of the overflowing spout. Okay, first one, how it gushes. Gushes means to, we can say flow in a force, very great force. Okay, किसी भी चीज से बाहर निकलना बहुत force से, very, we can say very speedily also. Struggles out from the throat of the overflowing spout. Now spout is a kind of tube like structure either made up of metal or plastic, जो हम रूफ टॉप से एक पाइप जैसा हम जो कहते हैं कि जो रेन वाटर को कैरी अवे बाहर निकालने के लिए जो हम अटैच करते हैं, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड स्पाउट. वी हैव सीन दैट वीडियो, स्मॉल वीडियो. यस, सो द रेन वाटर, ओके, दे आर ऑलरेडी ट्राइंग टू गेट आउट फ्रॉम दैट स्पाउट. ओके, ओवरफ्लोइंग, ओके, पानी से भर गया है ऑलरेडी, एंड द वाटर ट्राइज टू गेट आउट फ्रॉम द स्प्राउट. द थ्रॉट मीन्स, यस, जिसे हम गला कहते हैं, थ्रॉट, बट here we talking about, the poet is talking about throat of the spout. Okay, so the rainwater tries to get out with very speed because of the, yeah, spout is already overflowing, वो भर गया है पानी से, that's why. Next one, across the window pane it pours and pours. Across the window pane it pours and pours. Yes, I think you have seen the window with the glasses also, window made up of glasses. So when the water of rainwater, we can say droplets are falling on it, okay, it will pour, means it will also moves down, okay, in a straight line also. So this is called across the window pane it pours and pours, and swift and wide, and swift and wide with a muddy tide. And swift and wide. Swift means little bit fast, and wide means little bit, जिसे हम कहते हैं ना कि थोड़ा जगह बना के. Then with a muddy tide. Muddy, as I told you, full or covered in the mud, and muddy tide means tide का जो हम कह सकते हैं ना कि जो मोजा आना, जो वेव आना, okay, that is only, but muddy tide. So in, we can say monsoon, in the first rain, when the rain flows very heavily, so it will make a kind of muddy. You can say muddy means full of or covered in mud. Okay, the water itself, yes, water is full of, we can say muddy, and with a muddy tide. So yes, again, and swift and wide with a muddy tide, like a river down the gutter roars. Yes, with a muddy tide, like a river down the gutter roars. रोड्स मीन्स जस्ट टू मेक अ लाउड नॉइज. रोड मतलब हम कहते हैं ना चिल्लाना, आवाज करना. लाइक अ रिवर डाउन मीन्स विथ रिवर और लाइक रिवर. ओके, द रेन वाटर ऑल्सो स्टार्ट मेकिंग some kind of noise, we can say roaring in the gutter. As I told you, what is called gutter? Yes, to see the gutter we have to see in this two. Yes, this is called a gutter, like a roof. Edge of the roof is attached with a kind of tube. And here also the edge of the road is also make a kind of small narrow, we can say, passage for flowing of the water. So these both are called gutter. As I told you, these both are called gutter, but here poet is talking about this gutter. Okay, right now it is flowing, okay, with a roaring. Roaring means making noise. I will repeat it again. Yes, like a river down the gutter roars. Yes, the rain, the welcome rain. Yes, like gutter making the, we can say, greeting the rain and welcome rain. Yes, this is the first rain of the monsoon season. This is the first rain of the monsoon season. So the gutter, or we can say the narrow passage of the water, okay, it's roaring like what? The rain, the welcome rain. Okay, so you are the most welcome. So you have just come. So it's, yes, most welcome. So it is also the imagination of our poet that yes, gutter will not speak any word. I know, and we also know, but it's kind of imagination of the poet. So how in monsoon, or we can say the first rain, how poet feels in that first rain of the monsoon season. So that's why here the title is written rain in summer, means it is already, we can say, the end part of the summer season, where we have to now start the next season, monsoon season. Yes, and it is the first rain of the monsoon season. So this is the whole poem. You can also go through this again and again with all the lines, and we can say all the stanzas, and the poem is very easy. Okay, written by H.W. Longfellow. What is the full form? H.W. Longfellow, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. So student, I think you have understand it. Okay, rain in summer. Now the next part is that exercise part, in which we have to write question answer in our fair notebook. I will repeat it. We have to write the question answers in our fair notebook. There are few question answers in exercise. So let's start the explanation of the question answers. Yes, exercise A is answer these questions. Number 1, how does the rain sound on the roof? How does the rain sound on the roof? Did you remember which kind of sound that raindrops make on the roof? What? Yes, the sound is called nothing but what? Yes, answer is the rain sounds like the tramping of horses' hoofs when it falls on the roof. Okay, jab tip 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 जो कहते हैं, that sound, it's called, we can say, the tramping of horses' hoofs. It is look like that sound. Okay, so the rain sounds like the tramping of horses' hoofs when it falls on the roof. जब वो roof पे गिरता है तो ऐसा लगता है कि घोड़े की, जो हम कहते हैं ना, खर, उसकी आवाज निकलती, ऐसा लगता है. Okay, that sounds like the tramping of horses' hoofs. Next question is, how does the rain come out of the spout? How does the rain come out of the spout? Yes, the spout is already overflowing. Remember? Yes, the spout is already overflowing and the rainwater gushes out very forcefully, very speedily. Okay. So yes, let's see the answer. Yes. The rain gushes and struggles out of the spout. The rain gushes and struggles out of the spout, because the spout, or you can say a kind of tube-like structure, it's already overflow with the rainwater. So it's try to get out with very force and we can say very speed. Okay, so the rain gushes and struggles out of the spout. Third question is, what is the rain like in the gutter? Yes, what is the rain like in the gutter? Yes, the rain roars down the gutter like a river. Yes, the rain roars down the gutter like a river. When the first rain water, okay, falls on that roof, and that roof collected the water in the gutter, okay, and it flows with, we can say, with speed, and because of that speed it's roaring. So roaring like the river, like the flowing river. Yes, so this rainwater roars like a river. Okay, but this rainwater, okay, flowing in the gutter. Okay, so the rain roars down the gutter like a river, like a real river. Okay, making the noise of the flowing water, like that one. Next question. Why is the rain welcome? Why is the rain welcome? Yes, at the last of the stanza we have seen that yes, it is welcome. Okay. The rain is welcome because it brings relief after the dust and the heat of summer. Yes, written perfectly. The rain is welcome because it brings relief after the dust and the heat of the summer. After we can say 3-4 months of we can say heat of the summer, everyone wants that rain. Okay, rain droplets, or we can say the rain of our monsoon season. So everyone welcome the first rain of the monsoon season. Yes, that's why it is welcomed by everyone, especially in the poem, and our poet welcomes it. So students, this is our exercise in which we have to write, as I told you again and previously, we have to write these 4 questions in our fair notebook. Questions with black pen and answers with blue pen. Okay, think and answer B and exercise C. It is not required to write. So this is all about our poem number 2. The title of the poem number 2 is Rain in Summer. One more time, let me revise the whole poem. The title is Rain in Summer. It's not that in the summer it's raining, but we can say at the end days of summer, and the new we can say the start days of the new season, monsoon season. So this is the first rain of the monsoon season, in which the rain is very beautiful. Our poet is observing the rain, okay, on that we can say balcony of the house, or whatever we can say. He stand over there and he sees everything, okay, how it's making a noise on the roofs, okay, clattering noise, and that noise or sound, it's look like the tramp of hooves, horses, okay, tramp of hooves. Then the rain gushes out, or we can say struggles out from that, okay, overflowing, yes, spout, okay, there is a spout we can say which is attached by here only, by this gutter only, so in which the rain water will flow very fast, we can say with force, and it will also try to get out from the spout, okay, opening of the tube at the we can say bottom. Then okay, it also pours and pours, okay, across the window pane, means also when the rainwater, or you can say droplets, okay, hit on the window pane, it will also we can say make a kind of steady movement to downwards, okay, with wide and swift one, okay. Then it may also kind of muddy tight because of the flow of the rainwater for the first time. So we can say the mud, or we can say the clay turns into the muddy tight, okay, full of that water is full of then muddy means full or covered in mud. And then the same kind of water in gutter flows like and roars like the river. Yes, the same kind of rainwater flows in the gutter. Yes, as I told you, this portion is called gutter. This is called our, yes, the gutter which is at the edge of the roofs, and the gutter which is also at the edge of the road. These both are called gutter. So here the rainwater, okay, flows and we can say passes out and roars like a river, and everyone, especially our poet, also welcome the rain, the first rain of the monsoon season. So this is all about our second poem, Rain in Summer. Yes, this one is the very nice poem. We will meet, okay, in the next session with a different chapter. Till then, thank you. Goodbye.